right, let's talk a little golf. It is Masters Week here, and we're going to talk about it plenty on Send It In. We got 2 guests coming up tomorrow to talk Masters, so looking forward to that. You guys know on this show, I always love looking for trends, right? And I always like looking for things that have been predictive for year after year after year. And I've seen this, that seven of the last seven Masters champions have all accumulated the following, right? You have to be a top 30 official world golf ranking, so a top 30 player in the world. You have to finish in the top 15 in one or both of the last 2 majors. So going back to the U.S. Open and the Open Championship last year, you got to be in the top 15. Had to have a previous top 5 major finish at some point. You have to have a top 5 finish on tour this season. You have to have a previous top 25 finish at the Masters. You have to rank top 25 in strokes gained tee to green, and you have to rank top 50 in both strokes gained approach and strokes gained approach tee to green. So makes a lot of sense, right? You're looking for a top player in the world. You're looking for a golfer that's played well in recent majors. You're looking for a golfer that is in good form currently. You're looking for a golfer that has good course history at Augusta. And then you're looking for a golfer that has a great overall game, but especially a good ball striker. You're not going to win at the Masters if you're not striking the ball off the tee, and especially with your irons, because you have to be so precise here. If you miss on the wrong spots of the green, or even if you miss in the wrong spots in the fairway, you're going to be struggling to make par. So those are the trends that have predicted the last 7 winners at Augusta. You got to follow all of those things. There are only 5 golfers that fit all of those categories: Rory, Colin Morikawa, Hideki Matsuyama, Shane Lowry, and Russell Henley. Those are the 5 golfers that fit all of those trends that we just went over. We talked about Rory last week. Obviously, this is the last major that he needs to complete the Grand Slam. He hasn't been able to get it done at Augusta, and I just cannot bet him at plus 650. If he gets off to a little bit of a slow start in the first round, we get like a 11-1, a 12-1 on Rory. I think that's a different conversation. It's all mental with him, though, at Augusta. The physical, we all know Rory is plenty capable, and his game is more than good enough to get the job done at the Masters, but it's all mental with him. So I just need a better price. I can't bet him at plus 650, but if he drops to like 10-1, 11-1, something like that, then I don't mind getting involved with Rory. Colin Morikawa is going to be on my card this week. He's at 14-1 on BetMGM. Morikawa has played the Masters better and better each and every time that he has gotten here. He's getting close to winning. He's a 2-time major champion, so you know that he can handle that pressure, and he's off to a great start so far this season. He's in very good form. So Morikawa, I certainly think, could be a player that makes it 8 for 8 here in all the trends that we were discussing. Hideki Matsuyama, past champion here at the Masters, elite player. He has missed his last 2 cuts, though. After getting off to a great start this season, very steady. He was pretty much in the top 30 in every event. Has not played well. Missed the cut at the Players Championship and missed the cut this past week at the Valero Open in San Antonio. So Hideki, of these 5 guys, probably the one I'm staying away from, I would say. And then the last 2 I really like: Shane Lowry and Russell Henley. Lowry I've been talking about. He's going to be on my card, 35-1 to win this week. Shane's in great form. He's won a major before, the Open Championship. He's playing better and better each time he goes to Augusta. And so much of the Masters for a lot of these guys is experience. And I think Shane has finally learned how to play this golf course. One of the best iron players in the world, and he's sneaky long off the tee here. Doesn't hurt at all when you are long off the tee at the Masters. So I like Shane Lowry. And Russell Henley, another guy that I really like. Think he's a great top 20 play this week. Russ is just steady Eddie, and especially if the scoring is difficult this week at the Masters, Henley is a guy that you want. He's one of the best at bogey avoidance. He's great at just making par on difficult holes. He knows the area well. He went to the University of Georgia. He had a top 4 finish here a couple years ago. He won the Arnold Palmer Invitational about a month ago. Russell Henley, I think, makes a lot of sense as well. So he's another guy that I am looking at also. See, you guys got a bunch of questions here in the chat. Reed Phillips, Peach, so any thoughts on Jose Maria Olazabal to make the cut at the Masters 2024? He finished tied 45, made the cut in a couple of tournaments he's played in. Would not take him, Reed. Always Bernhard Langer is a good look. Angel Cabrera is back this year. I think he could be a decent look as well. Probably wouldn't go with Olazabal, but Langer and Cabrera, couple guys that I would look at. Jose plus 340 to make the cut. Probably going to stay away from that.